Reminder to use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. E for eWinningWizard.com and MarketWizard.com. And today we have been blessed with a short side trade that's a risk reward idea. We said two scenarios in play, longs trying to grind up, but it would be just like the boys to hand the ball to Charlie. One tick away Charlie, we called him, from that 98 and a quarter. Called that about 7:20 this morning, that this was our first resistance that the longs would need to get above to show any more power, and that the shorts needed to start to defend this territory. Psychology area, yes, but as important, last year's high. First targets, we said, try to get ourselves to that 92, and then to the 89 and a half, to 88, half gap target. 87.5 must be paid. We said 92 resistance, try to get to the 84 gap fill. If you have played short side with a trailer and got this trade, you definitely want to lock it. Not mess around here. Time and price, we've got what we wanted to do, which is come back near the gap, use the range trade type idea. And it's very challenging to move past three lines all at one time. I consider this a major victory for the shorts to get anywhere near this gap. Range type trade. And taking a few traders by surprise, I'm sure that we've come back, but why not? Look at the travel zone. Huge. There's our fighting box right now. And I'm looking at this two ways. First, very, very smart market to be taking profits ahead of news. So I'm looking at this as a reactionary trade. And I'm also looking at this as smart longs understanding the relationship with this 98 as a 40 back trade. And you make sure you're paid there, because that's really the aggressive resistance zone on a monthly basis. Doesn't negate the possibility of news coming out later that'll spike us one way or the other. But this is just a educated guess at, well, okay, you really have come a long way, and do you want to buy this high today right near 2,700? So this is a moral victory for the shorts, and that's about all. So don't squander profits. If you got yourself a nice trade, don't squander the profits. Make sure you get paid. Simple as that. We said today at the start of the day we are going to use 82 as our assumed support. We're going to assume 92 as our middle pivot. Got to break down the 92s, and then good fortune could happen to get below it. There's been a nice drive, lower highs, lower lows. If we can get back up above this 90, into that 91 to 92 area, much more neutral again. Risk reward idea for a tick. One tick away Charlie on this side. Two-way day, we said, made the most sense. If you're using 82 support, Thinking about getting to the 88s to 89 and a half. That's it. It's a profit-taking swing, that's all. And we've got 82.75 back here as our angel. Nice trade. Anybody that got this trade, nice trade. A very, very challenging open today. I said that would be where and when do you buy? Because there should be a buy today that makes sense. And this probably closer to 82 we get probably makes sense, but scalp with the last 3-day trend. Range type trade. And then news at 12 will be everybody should be sidelines at that point, and then we'll react. Nice trade, guys. If you took this, anybody that's buying, drop losers fast. Gap is still not closed. The tick away, risk reward. Go back to your RTH chart. This should help right now. So big picture look, there's 85, 75. Obviously, so far, there's our support box. You know that for sure. For now, and this is our resistance box. And we're playing this zone right now. If you want to further identify the dynamics, this 75 and a quarter, which is this year's open and last year's high at 98. That's the zone where we're really fighting right now. The area. And this 10 and a half resistance in the swing chart. This is the measure from 03 to 18. So this would be a smaller swing. And we can see that we busted into this territory, and obviously this 83 and a half, 84, the bottom of this box needs to be held. Try not to confuse you with too many ideas, but a big boy is going to look at the market this way and say, okay, where's theoretical resistance? Where's theoretical support based on swing sizes? Because they don't want to get in the market for a 2-point trade. They want to deploy their capital and get these type of runs, and then understand where they want to add some more to try to keep it moving in the direction they want. So based on this idea, make sure you're paid coming into the gap, and assume we've got some range trading for now. Okay, and here's one more look at another idea. And this would be the bigger swing. Instead of just taking it from this 18 area, as we've said, this would be from this low to this. That's a 60 back move. And then we've had a double bottom test so far that's held. And then we've had, so this is our support box, right? 2646. From this perspective, and this was our recent fighting box on a push backwards. And this 89 area is going to be an important idea basis this chart going forwards. And then obviously the resistance zone becomes this 32. That's based on this longer term perspective. We're entering the resistance zone up here, looking at it from this plunge and a bounce. So the last chart we looked at, it is an important chart to look at from this swing perspective, but we also want to look at this bigger move to help understand it as well. So this chart fits inside that chart. Right? Based on this high. This is a smaller swing inside it. So we want to pay attention to this 84, 82 area for now. Should give us some clues. And then based on this chart, that 32 to 37 should be extreme resistance for now. And this huge bar can get retested. We know that. But you may have to suffer, right now we got a bear flag that's building, we said, probably, or more. Or more would be it takes out the high. But bear flag is the most likely idea for now. So Santa Claus is off and running, and let's see if he runs into any turbulence or not. But we definitely got airborne, as my blogs have described. We thought we were trying to get this bounce. And this is the dicey zone now. This is a very, very important area that needs to get resolved. And later today with news, we'll have a lot more information. If you have played short side ahead of the news, great. But make sure you are paid, and there probably will be some profit taking by shorts too, which will cause a bounce. So I would not think about this as a plunge type move. I think it's a range. And I think we've done well as shorts to get what we did, really. Just my 2 cents.